Early in the morning, early in the morning, in the morning.
What's going on, the people that miss your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and we are back with another video for you today. As you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about John Cena. Yeah, John Cena, the actor and famous wrestler. And we're also going to be talking about Ryan Garcia, the famous, boxer, but he's also a TikToker, essentially. These guys are certified Hollywood puppets, man. These people are further slaves to the elites, and I actually want to expose them for what they actually are. We're going to get into this video straight away because it's a very important video, and I hope that you guys tune in and watch it all the way to the end so you guys know exactly what to do. If you could press that like button for me, that little thumbs up button for me, it makes a massive difference. It helps the video perform much better in the YouTube algorithm. Smash that subscribe button for me because it's road to 50k. Make sure you smash that bell button because I'll be dropping videos morning and night. Merchandise in the description below. Get yourself some merch, you're done already. Now, before I talk about Ryan Garcia and before I talk about John Cena, I want to talk about someone that goes by the name of Isaac Cappy. Isaac Cappy was a up-and-coming actor who had secured small roles in films like Thor, for example. He was about to enter the industry. Now, in some of my research recently, I've looked into Isaac Cappy, and Isaac Cappy basically was one of the few actors who openly and honestly and transparently exposed the system for what it is. If you Google and look into Isaac Cappy, he was one of the people that exposed not only the industry, but individuals themselves, specifically called out people in the industry. Isaac Cappy called out Seth Green. He called out Tom Hanks. Now, what did he say about these people? He argued that the industry was demonic. He argued that behind the scenes, people in power, like Seth Green, like your Tom Hankses, they are certified nonsense, bro. I don't know this to be true, but would I be shocked? Of course not. How many actors, from Kevin Spacey to whoever, who have been accused of all this stuff? It wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, he claimed that Seth Green was doing mad things to children in the privacy of his own home. He was claiming Tom Hanks was also involved, not with Seth Green, but within this type of industry. I believe 90% of celebrities are involved in this child trafficking stuff. You understand? Isaac Cappy said he will never ever off himself. He said he will never unalive himself. If he unalives himself, it wasn't him. What happened to him a couple days later after he said that? He was found dead. Isaac claimed that Seth Green was part of an occult. Yeah, he said that Tom Hanks was part of the occult and they are part of this child trafficking ring, basically, that Hollywood's part of. Days after he said that he would never do something like this, he ends up dead after he forces himself off of a bridge and then gets hit by a car. I truly believe what he was exposing is the elite and what the ultra elite are into. We all know about Epstein. We all know about Weinstein. We all know about Prince Andrew. What demographic are they part of? The ultra elite. We all know about Kevin Spacey. We've all heard about R. Kelly. We all know about Diddy. What are these people? They are ultra elites. Do you understand? So I believe what he was exposing was real rap, was real life. And they killed him for it. They will always make it look like a suicide. They will always make it look like an overdose when the reality is it's nothing to do with that. They probably did the same thing to Whitney Houston and all sorts, because Whitney was tied in with Clive Davis, who was the one that groomed Andre Harrell, who eventually groomed Diddy, and Diddy was groomed by Clive Davis as well. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many different conspiracies going on. And the reason I bring that up here before I even talk about John Cena and Ryan Garcia is because that is what happens when you really talk about the system. That is what happens when you really expose what's out there. When you actually name names. Someone within the industry was around these people categorically said Seth Green, Tom Hanks, and whoever else. You feel me? So that leads us on nicely to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is a fake exposer. He is a fake ally. When this first started coming on about Ryan Garcia, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm confused. One half of me thinks, yeah, he's definitely exposing the system. And the other part of me is like, you're part of the system. There's no way they're allowing you to say this if you're not controlled opposition. There's no way you're really exposing the truth here. You're probably just building up the fight or trying to get some clout here, do you understand? And I've now concluded that Ryan Garcia is just trying to get clout. I don't know whether he's trying to build the fight up, I'm not too sure, but whatever he's doing, he's trying to get brownie points, and I'm seeing through it. If you look at the most recent Instagram live that Ryan Garcia did, he didn't actually, or in fact, all his recent Instagram lives, yesterday, the day before that, he hasn't actually exposed anything. He starts the live by talking about fun facts. Well, not fun facts. He starts the live by talking about any child trafficking facts that you could have Googled yourself. For example, that the child trafficking industry is worth $150 billion. That's how deep the industry is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's as big as your tech industry, or as big as your food industry. 150 billion. The trafficking industry is, including sex, children, and human. He then wheels up a fact that USA is the biggest consumer of child pornographic material. Do you understand? These facts you can Google. He's not exposing anything new. Not only that, yeah, he refuses to name names. All he says is, there's some people out there who want to silence me. They want to keep me quiet. Who? Name names. We all knew about Bohemian Grove over a decade ago. If you know about what the industry really is like, and if you know what the world really is like, you would have been known about Bohemian Grove years ago. Bohemian Grove is just a place where all the ultra elites go in California, and they pretty much have rituals there and secret societies there. It's a fact. It's literally, it's been proven. Yeah, you can see video evidence of it. So it's not no theory or loopy. No. This is real life. So all he's saying is that Bohemian Grove is real, and the elite push satanic imagery on us in front of our face. That's all he said. We knew this. You know what I'm saying? As in, we've been known this for years. I believe Ryan Garcia is just controlled opposition. How can you expose the elite on the very same platform that the elite are promoting you on? You're not saying anything new. He then claims that when he was 2 years old, he was raped and he was in Bohemian Grove and made to watch certain rituals. Bro, I don't buy it, man. I just don't. There's no way, yeah, they would allow you to be talking about things like this if A, it happened, or B, you weren't part of it, you weren't part of the system. Because look at what happened to Isaac. That's what happens when you really expose the system. Kanye is similar. He'll claim that he's exposing this, that and the other, but then he'll renegotiate his deal with Adidas, and then he'll get paid by the same people who he was allegedly exposing. Come on, man. Kanye is the same as Ryan Garcia. You're pretending to expose the elites when you really are elite yourself. So Ryan Garcia is just another industry Hollywood puppet. What do we know about his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya? Oscar De La Hoya has been in the industry for years. Not only that, he signed Ryan Garcia when he was 17 years old. What do we know about Oscar De La Hoya? Oscar De La Hoya has also performed the same weird rituals as everyone else. Look at your screen right now. These are images of Oscar De La Hoya in female clothing. This is what we call humiliation ritual. When you compromise your morals, you ultimately sell your soul, and you put yourself in a compromising position for the elites. It's almost like a blackmail thing. So it's like, if you do this and you film yourself doing it, the ultra elites can hold that over you, and basically you're just a puppet then. Oscar De La Hoya is another puppet. He even got blackmailed by Wack 100 from LA for those pictures. Wack said, if you don't give me £1 million, I'm exposing those pictures. And he gave him $850,000 and still exposed him. Yeah? So Oscar De La Hoya has been exposed for doing all this weird stuff. Why do you think all the rappers are wearing skirts? Why do you think all these rappers are wearing like thongs? It's all part of a higher plan, a higher purpose. Now this leads me on perfectly to John Cena. John Cena is another Hollywood puppet who basically performed a ritual on stage. And what I mean by ritual is that, don't get it confused. It's not always about obvious and apparent witchcraft. It's not like having shrines and getting to your knees and praying to the devil. Don't get it twisted. Those elites do that. Don't ever get it twisted. In 2024, there are people out there that literally worship the devil. There was even a cult that got exposed in England a few years ago for being devil worshippers. So that does happen, but it's not always as simple as, oh yeah, just drop into your knees and there's a shrine of the demon and you pray. Like, there's certain type of rituals and practices that are more subliminal. And the humiliation ritual is one of those. If you look back at the past, why is it that all your famous actors, from Eddie Murphy to Martin Lawrence to even Dave Chappelle, to all these men, to Tyler Perry, why do they always wear dresses? Mrs. Doubtfire, Robin Williams, Why is it that all these men, once at some point, have to wear dresses to get further in Hollywood? Because once they compromise their integrity, once they compromise their morals, they're easier to control for Hollywood. Once you can show that you're prepared to do anything that they tell you, you'll make it further in this life. Now listen to me, guys. What John Cena did was a humiliation ritual. Now some of you will be sitting there thinking, Cam, come on, man. What are you talking about? What is this type of gobbledygook? What is this conspiracy like bullshit? John Cena was already famous. John Cena was already clear. This is part of John Cena's personality. He's always been a bit quirky like that. He's always been a bit goofy like that. No. If you think that this is just John Cena's personality, yeah, you're deluded. John Cena wasn't even the person that came up with this idea. When you get to a certain level of fame and riches, guys, you have handlers. Yeah, you don't even dress yourself. You don't cook yourself. You don't manage yourself. You just exist. When you are that famous and that rich, you have managers. You have people that control you. Do you understand? You have people that construct the narrative about you. It was the people behind the scenes that told John Cena to do this. It was someone within Disney that had John Cena do this. As you can see on your screens right now, it says the WWE superstar and Ricky Stenicki actor caused a stir at the Academy Awards over the weekend as he appeared naked in a nod to the infamous 74 Oscar streaker. What? And Walt Disney executive Rob Mills, who was involved in the production of the show, has weighed in on the battle to get it on air. He told Variety there was a lot of reticence of not just a fan from the FCC, but potential complaints. The standards and practices team wanted producers to make it absolutely clear that the 46-year-old actor wasn't actually naked, but bosses were keen to find a compromise. Disney's Mills added, I'm going to educate you a little here. A bulge cannot be showing and you can't show crack. It was also what happens if he drops the card. So we made sure that for all intents and purposes, he looked like a Ken doll up front. His crack was covered in the back and then the envelope was velcroed on there so it wouldn't fall. But beyond that, he was naked. Guys, what do we know about Disney? Disney is one of the most evil, corrupt and Masonic corporations to ever exist. That's a fact. What is a high executive in Disney, Rob Mills, doing, pushing that on us, making sure that, oh, you know what, even though we have to play by the certain rules, we wanted him to be naked on there. Why? Because it's a funny bit of humour. I don't find that funny if I'm being honest with you. You guys might think I'm over-exaggerating or this is not that serious, guys. As an isolated incident, no, it probably ain't that serious. If this was the only thing that happened that was questionable, it wouldn't be that bad. But when you look at everything Hollywood has done and certain actors and what they have to do, in order to stay at the top and remain at the top, you have to show that you can still play ball. I promise you guys, if John Cena came out today, yeah, and said, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. It was certain people that told me that I should do it. I bet you any money he would find himself not on WWE no more. I bet you any money he wouldn't be in Fast and Furious franchises no more. You'd start to see John Cena less because while he humiliated himself, he didn't embrace it. This type of stuff here, it goes so deep. Yeah, if you actually look at Masonic rituals and things like that, that's exactly what John Cena did. It was a humiliation ritual to show that you can still be controlled by the elite. Yeah, what's the point of him being naked on there? It doesn't make any sense. What? Because it's ironic that he's given the award for the best costume. Nah, man, nah. Oh, it's a nod to the famous 74 streaker. Why would we give a nod to a streaker? When were streakers part of our culture or things like that? You know, when streakers come on football, yeah, we might give them a little cheer, but they get booted off. Why would we celebrate a streaker through the... It doesn't make any sense, guys. Why are we not celebrating something more positive? Why are we not celebrating something more dignified? Do you understand? So, from as far as I'm concerned, yeah, John Cena is just a fully fledged Hollywood puppet, and so is Ryan Garcia, man. Ryan Garcia is talking about exposing this, that, and the other, but you're just talking about vague, general things that we've already known about. Bohemian Grove, we've already known about that. Satanic symbolism, we've already known about that. Beyonce's been doing that shit for decades. Madonna's been doing that shit for decades. Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Ice Spice, whoever you want. Do you think all these celebrities, they make decisions for themselves? No, they don't. All the music videos that you see, all the concert shows in the background, that is all shaped and controlled by the people behind the scenes. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, there's so many things I wanted to say, but all I know is if you're really against the system, if you really go against the system, you end up like Isaac. Genuinely, there's a reason why I haven't blown on YouTube. And it's not because the elites are keeping me down, of course not. But be serious here. If I was doing corny, cringy, and fruity things on YouTube, and I was compromising my morals and I sold my soul essentially, of course I would have blown on YouTube. I haven't blown on YouTube yet because the content I talk about is very real. Do you understand? I'm the realest on YouTube. It's as simple as that, and I don't hide myself. My face is on show, and truth be told, if anything happens to me, I'm too small to really be killed off. But you never know. If anything happens to me, just know it weren't me. You understand? Just know it was the higher powers. Let me know your thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.